Hello, good evening, and welcome to Live with SwagHer. I'm your host, Shavonne. And with Live with SwagHer, we amplify your voice, magnify your story, and your impact. I have today's guest, Shari, LuxxShari Perkins, which is also known by LuxxShari. Hey, Miss LuxxShari.
Hey, girl, hey.
Yes, and also she's an entrepreneur, content creator, and host. So get started and tell us more about your journey as a content creator and entrepreneur.
Oh, I love this question. So, first, before I was a content creator, before that was even a thing, I was an entrepreneur. And then I was kind of thrust into the whole like content creator thing to promote my business. I was actually a makeup artist first. So that was my entrepreneurship. Moved to Atlanta as a pro makeup artist. Yes, honey, cosmetology school and everything. Like I really was taking like the beauty lane very seriously. Then I moved here, content creation popped, it just blew up, and I was like, okay, well, I have to do something other than just wait on people to book me, book my services. So I started doing like makeup tutorials. That was back when like, the YouTube beauty girls were popping. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. I can kind of do both, do makeup and share like, makeup tips and what I do on YouTube. And then Instagram came and then the rest was history.
Wow. So what really defined the moment where you wanted to go full time as a content creator? What made you want to pursue that avenue full time?
Oh, honey. Somebody just asked me this and it stumps me every time because it's so many answers to that question. It's like it's my passion and I was burnt out, but at the end of the day the real answer is I really truly feel like it was a calling for me. God had called me to do something different than what I had been doing, like working corporate for a while. I had already said, I don't know where this number came from, but and of course, when you don't know where something came from, usually it came from God. I knew I only wanted to be at my corporate job for 5 years. Once I hit like year six, almost six and a half, it was just like burning in me. I'm like, I gotta go. Like I already said I was only gonna be here 5 years. I'm still here. I had done all the things that I needed to do, as far and using my benefits to get surgeries done, like all of the things that I felt like I needed to accomplish. And God just put it in my spirit. And I feel like God really makes us uncomfortable. So, although the income, the stability of that income was comfortable, God was making me uncomfortable because my passion was burning so much with becoming a content creator that I found myself, hopefully none of my old bosses are watching this, but I found myself editing all day, like all day and night. I mean, like, don't try this at home, kids, but I was editing in traffic to and from work. I was editing on lunch breaks. I was editing in the bathroom on the toilet at work. I was editing during Teams calls when we had our headsets on. I'm like editing,
Every
I'm
day.
posting, I'm pitching. Yeah, so it was like it consumed me so much. It's even to the point where I wasn't even like being I wasn't really consuming much content. It got to the point where I'm like, I don't have time to do anything but edit, post, schedule, pitch, reply to emails, this, that, and the third. So it had just gotten to the point where, like I said, God made me uncomfortable. And then he made me even more uncomfortable. And then I finally was like, you know what? Okay, God, I'm gonna step out into faith. So that's my long-winded answer. But in short, I do truly feel like it was God. And I do feel like God gave me the resources and the people and the support that I needed
Mm-hmm.
in order to be able to make that transition. And so although I was scared to step out on faith, it didn't feel right until I did. And now I feel like I'm living like a 10 times better life than I did, even with that stable income, even with that good health insurance, even with that good dental insurance. I still feel better and more covered than ever.
Wow, that's amazing. Like to even make that transition, most people are scared, and you took that leap. So that's very inspiring to know and to witness. What what excites you more about as far as what you cover? If it's beauty, entrepreneurship, restaurants, events, what sparks you the most when it comes to your content that you focus on?
Oh, girl, I forgot I left this on while I was doing my makeup. What inspires me the most? Or what? I'm sorry. What was the question you said? What excites me the most?
Yeah, what excites you the most based on the type of content that you cover on your platform?
I guess I feel like I should say beauty because that's kind of where I started and that's kind of the niche that I decided to go down when I began. But to be honest, girl, I am a Taurus. So the food content, I love food. I love food. I love food content. I love people's cooking content. I love when people go out to eat and they share their food. I'm not a mukbang girly, but I do like to see the ambiance and what did people order, and it excites me to create that type of content as well because I like to consume it. Like,
You paused for a minute. Hopefully, we'll be able to get you back.
oh, there it is. You got me? We there?
Uh
Yeah.
huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I get to be a little less glamorous. I mean, I still like to dress up when I go out, go on dates and things like that and do my collaborations with restaurants, but it's less glamorous and more just in the moment, catching the vibe, the ambiance, and just really enjoying my food. And I really do feel like people like pick up on the energy. It's not so much aesthetics and it don't take so many edits and things of that nature. Like it's a little bit more you know, just more my vibe. That's one thing I've been doing all my life since I was born. I've been eating honey. So that's what excites me for real, for real.
What is your favorite type of dish? Is it Mediterranean? Is it Indian? Is it American food? What or Jamaican food? What is your favorite type of dish or food? I
I
should
am a
say.
Mediterranean. Yes, I'm a
Yes.
Mediterranean girly. Yes, I love med cuisine. Girl, I had the pleasure and the honor of being able to travel a lot when I was a teenager with my mom. We did a lot of traveling internationally. And one of the places that we went was Greece and Italy and Turkey. And now I find myself really loving those foods. Like I love med food, Greek food, Italian food. I have to like try to limit the Italian food, but Mediterranean food is like the healthiest food you can eat for real. So I go crazy on that. Like the like Kava. It's this other place. I think it's called Bazoria. Oh, it's so good. I love a good bowl situation. I love Mexican food. Now, I've loved Mexican food since before I even knew what med food was. So
Mhm.
I'm always gonna love Mexican food. I love a fajita. Love me some fajitas. But when it comes down to it, Mediterranean food is healthier. And when I had that good insurance, girl, I had a dietitian and an endocrinologist tell me that that is the healthiest food that I need to be eating for my body type, my blood type, things of that nature. So that's I go crazy for med food.
That's funny you say that because I just got me a dietitian like within the last couple of days. I just started going to a dietitian because as we get older, we have to be
Ooh.
of our bodies and our health. And I've been having
Mhm.
situations with my stomach and my gut, and I'm like, help me out because I've been itty everywhere trying to resolve the issue. So yeah, that's
That part.
you know an ongoing thing. So I understand where you're coming from with all of that. And I want to get into your retreats. What is the
Okay.
name of your retreat company, and is it exclusive to a select group of women, or is there a membership? How does that go?
So the name is Lux Creator Retreats. It's exclusively for content creators and slash entrepreneurs, because like I said, sometimes the girlies aren't quite like content creators like consistently just yet, but they want to promote their brand and they want to learn about content creation. So that's kind of like the premise of it. Like it's, of course it's about, retreating and getting away and disconnecting a little bit and just having that time to recharge. But while doing that, we do a lot of like learning and pouring into one another, sharing tips, apps, techniques, things of that nature. I'm a strong believer in proximity is everything when you're trying to elevate. And so I felt like putting a group of like-minded women with very similar goals, whether it be to grow their brand personally or their brand professionally, I felt like putting those women in a room together, specifically women, would definitely kind of give women a little bit of, first of all, leverage, because now you're networking with other women that may be doing bigger things than you are, and maybe where you want to be, or maybe they just have a different technique that's working for them better than your technique that you currently do. So I think it's a great opportunity for mixing and mingling. And no, there is not a membership, but when you said that, I'm like,
Give me
maybe.
ideas.
Yeah, she did. I'm like, maybe it should be, because I have been wanting to make it more exclusive. I was promoting it publicly, and it was kind of like a first come first serve kind of thing. If the shoe fits, then sign up, and if it's in your budget for that time when it drops, then you're in there. But I have
Mhm.
been trying to be a little bit more exclusive about who comes. And so that might be the next thing that I do, a little membership situation.
Okay. How often do you have the retreats every each year?
So usually I do twice a year. This year, probably just gonna do one, because I've had a
Mhm.
lot of other things going on this year, a lot of shifts, a lot of pivoting. Um, we haven't really touched on this yet, but I was recently engaged in December. So a lot of like
Congratulations. Yes,
little girl moment.
yes,
but,
yes.
but yeah, so I have been like plate super full, and I cannot complain. You know what I'm saying? I cannot complain, but my plate is definitely looking exactly like what I prayed for. So so in some
Yes.
areas I did have to scale back on, you know.
Mhm.
But the girls that get it, and the girls that's in Atlanta, we still get together, get content, share tips with each other, meet up on a very regular basis. So I think that might be something I'm going to pivot into, especially if I implement the membership thing, is like more local content, Lux style meetups rather than them all being like trips.
Mm-hmm. I like it. That sounds good. So, to also get into what are some things that you feel are luxury? Now, besides like AP watches and private jets and first class flights, what are some things that you consider to be luxury?
It's funny you said like other than AP and private jets, because my mind did not go there at all. Like,
Really? Really? Okay.
you
Okay.
know,
So
like
teach me. Let us know. Let us know.
so to me, like luxury is anything more than the basic necessities. Like if you were to ask me like for the basic bare minimum definition, that's what I think it is. Like a luxury is something that's more than just something you need. And it may be like a little bit higher than just something you may want, but I definitely think it kind of falls within that, something that you want but you really don't need it to survive category. So whether that be a new phone, okay, you have a phone, do you need a new phone? Probably not. Are you going to upgrade because it's time and it's a better camera? Maybe so. That's a luxury. You know, do you have lashes? Yes. Can you put some mascara on and make them pop? Yes. Can you go get your lashes done and pay 200? That you can do that too. That's a luxury. Being able to upgrade your apartment, whether that means moving to a newer, more modern apartment, or whether that means just changing things here and there around the apartment and make it feel more luxury. Do you need those things to keep the lights on? Probably not. But it feels nice to walk in and see the effort that you put in. And I think a lot of what my brand stands for when I talk about luxury is more of those small incremental elevations that you can do. versus big drastic changes. Like, you can go get a new car and it not be a G-Wagon. It could be a Bronco. It could be a Jeep. Girl, Jeeps, people we sleep on Jeeps. They up there. Those are a luxury. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like Hondas are nice cars. Those are a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter the brand or the price tag. For me, it just means for me, it's just a matter of okay, this is more than what I need, but do I deserve it? Yes. And so, I don't believe in just splurge, 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 splurge. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in like over consumerism. I don't believe in that. But I do believe in if you want it and you worked for it and you have the means to get it, then treat yourself. It's a luxury.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Oh, thank you for sharing that because I'm over here like taking mental notes, like, yes, yep, that's right, that's right.
Mhm.
Also, as a content creator, what are some equipment that the basic content creator needs to get started, and like what is like one or two of your go-to apps that like, oh, I use CapCut, or I use, this particular app to do my editing. This is the go-to app to use. Like, what are your suggestions or advice on that?
That's a good question. So, shameless plug, I have a website, LuxxShari.com. I have a whole section on there, just everything that I use, literally cameras, lighting, tripods, mics, everything, all linked so that you can get, the ones that are tried and true. But to answer your question, I think a good a good phone is a good start, and if you're not quite ready to upgrade your phone, then maybe a good starter camera. So if you're a video content creator, if that's your thing, like vlogging and things of that nature, I recommend the DJI Action with good lighting, like a LED light, something like this. I think with good lighting, that camera does really, really well. And or even something like this, like a little one. Like even something like it makes a big as you can see, it makes a huge difference, even though it's really small. Both of those are linked. And but with the action, it's a little bit more affordable for most people. It was more affordable for me when I was ready to like break away from the iPhone storage full struggle, and I needed a little something else with a memory card. And
Mhm.
then I was blessed enough to be able to upgrade to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the one that everybody pretty much has been raving over lately. This little fun toy. Um, and so it's a big price jump from one to the other, but with the lighting being good, you can very well do a lot with it. Now, if you're a photos girlies, come to the front. I love a good post. I love a good carousel. I love a good picture. And so the hype right now is the Canon G7X, but I don't have her yet, girl. The Lord has not provided her just
He's
yet.
gonna bless
But
you, girl. He's gonna bless
But
you.
it's coming. It's coming. And when it does, and if I like it, it will be on the site as well. But
Okay.
until then, I have been using I don't have it over here with me, but it's a little Kodak. I actually got mine in pink because pink is my
Oh
color.
yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a little Kodak, honey. I was sleep on Kodak. I ain't gonna lie, because Kodak, my mom had a Kodak back in the day. Back in the day, we took one with us when we went. Like I said, when I was a teenager, when we went across the seas, she had a little Kodak. I'm like, okay, it's cute, but this is not what the girl's talking about. And then I saw a good friend of mine go on a trip, and she took some fire pictures. And I was like, girl, not you had a photographer on your trip with you. And she was like, no, I didn't. I just had this little Kodak that I ordered online. And I was like, okay. And she didn't tell me exactly which one, because sometimes the girls be gatekeeping. I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad. But she didn't tell me the exact make and model and year and name and all of that. But all I needed was Kodak. And I went and did the research because that's the key. If you're a content creator, especially on a budget, you got to do your research. So, thankfully ChatGPT came in clutch. I was like, give me Kodak cameras under this price that have good reviews for good quality pictures. I didn't really care about the video because I had my action, but I was like, good quality pictures, and it had to have a flash because that's the T. Lighting is everything. You can have a good, you can have a Canon, but if it doesn't have a flash, it's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna give you those like crisp shots. So I needed
Right.
something affordable with a built-in camera flash. So that's how I stumbled across the Kodak. Went to the Amazon link and I saw they had it in pink. I said, "Oh, this is a sign." If it comes in pink, you can't tell me it's not a sign for me to
You the
buy
pink
it.
girl, ultimate pink girl. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hold on, let me make sure I got enough battery here for us. Okay, let me switch this charger real quick. Make sure that I don't die on you. 1 second, sorry.
Okay.
Another thing, get you a good charger because I just found out what a fast charger is, and I need to invest now. A good charger is everything. Extra batteries.
I was just hearing about that streamer that was just traveling across with California from somewhere, and he was losing, battery from when he was trying to stream over, walking to try to run raise funds for, scholarship funds. And
Mm,
the Samaritan helped him out. Was like, "Hey, you can use my charger." I said that was so sweet.
yes, especially if it was a fast charger. That was too sweet. That
Hmm.
actually, I listen. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but that actually recently happened to me in New York for some reason. If anybody here is from New York, then you know I ain't lying. For some reason, my phone dies so fast in New York. I think it's trying to like connect to all of the different towers and the different Wi-Fi's. I don't know, but my phone was dying so fast. I had to be somewhere, and I just stopped in this random little store. Oh, they were so sweet, and they let me charge my phone. And I sat there for like 10 minutes because where I was going, I was running a little late. And I was
Hmm.
sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to like gather myself and not have a full blown panic attack in these people's store. And I'm just like, oh Lord, I need to charge my phone. Please, please, please. I had to get on the subway. I don't really know the subway. Phone was on 1%. I'm like, 10 minutes later, phone still on 1%. I was like, oh no, this cannot be happening. And I was just like, please tell me somebody in here has a fast charger. Mind you, somebody had just told me that this was a thing. So I didn't even know to ask until she told me. And so I was like, does anybody in here have a fast charger? Honey, she put my charger on my phone on the charger for 5 minutes. It shot from 1 to like 17% in like 5 minutes. So quick. I was able to catch
Wow.
2 subways and then walk to my destination, and my phone still had charge, all from
Thank
that fast charger.
you. Yes. Did you have a portable charger on you by chance?
No, I don't. And as much as I go to New
Damn.
York, you would think I would have one, but no, I did not. That was my bad.
See, so next time, make sure you have your portable charger. Even they have the solar ones too, because I have one, and they got all the pros
Mm.
on it. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I need the kind that like mags to the back of the phone and charges
Mm-hmm.
like that because I hate like walking around and it's like dangling from my phone, you know.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, give me some of your must-haves, like any of your go-to things that you gotta have.
Anything. Oh, that's a trick question. Anything? Okay, let me think of something that I've
Okay,
been
I'll
using
give you mine.
forever.
I'll give you mine. So mine is lip gloss. I have to have lip gloss.
Okay.
This is it's not really a must-have, but I have to have some good music. Like I have to at least go to a concert at least once a year.
I like that.
These not really that's not really a must-have, but still, you get the
Mhm,
point.
mhm,
Um, what else is my planner? I'm looking right at it. I have to have my planner because I
mm,
do everything in my planner. What
mm.
else does have for me? Um, I'm gonna stick with that. I could have gave one more, but I'll stick with that. So, what are some of your must-haves?
Well, earphones for sure. I ain't gonna just say AirPods because I do still like a good old school plug into the bottom of the phone earphone. But
Mhm.
any type of earphones because, like I said, sometimes I get a little overstimulated. I just need to ground myself again. I have to listen to a little lo-fi music, a little podcast, a little something, vlog, something. So I need to have my earphones with me at all times. And Another one I would say is the Notes app on my phone. I'm pretty sure everybody uses it, but
Yes.
honey, I have planned, I can't even tell you how many things I have planned in my notes app. Like, and have seen it come to fruition. I think it's like a magic app. Like it's magic. It's a manifestation app. Because anything I put in my notes app comes to pass. Like
Come on
trips,
now.
itineraries. I mean, Lux Creative Retreats started in my notes app. My weight
Really?
loss journey started in my notes app. Like I have a notes, one particular note that I've had going for like since 2022. Mind you, I've upgraded my phone multiple times, but this one note has been in there since 2022 is my weight tracker. So every time I step on the scale, I track my weight. So I've been able to like watch it decrease over the last few years. Um, so my notes app for sure. And honey, I need a bonnet. Like I need a bonnet. Give me a bonnet. I don't care what the stigma is. I'm not gonna wear it in public unless it's the airplane. I will pull my bonnet out on a flight and protect my hair while I
Right.
especially if I stayed up all night the before to get it real good and slick for wherever I'm going. So yeah, I'm gonna have that bonnet at all times in any state, any country, different forms, shapes, forms, and fashion.
They got the ones for the long hair now. Well, they probably
Yeah,
are, but yeah.
and my hair don't even be long, and I still got it. And I still like it. Like not the one for the like real long braids, but the the more roomy ones. Love
Oh, they
it too.
got the ones, the like puffier ones too.
Yes, I like those. That's the one I have. And I like the kind that you can tie, you know what
Mhm.
I'm talking about? So it's not the elastic kind. Well, it is kind of elastic, but it's not just elastic. Like it's elastic and you can tie it. I love
Mhm.
that because your bonnets kind of stretch out over time and you need
Yeah,
it to kind of like
you do.
grip a
Hmm.
little bit better. So yes, that tie helps a lot.
That's convenient. So,
Hmm.
is there anything that we should look out for with you?
Look out for the bridal content. Look out for the home what's the word? Not renovations, because I'm not knocking down none of these people
Home
walls.
decor,
Yeah,
interior.
like yes, because I will be redecorating. I kind of did a little, shop my own home type of thing when I first moved in and just put things places. And now I'm like, you know what? Actually, this would look good here. And actually, I could order this and it would go perfectly with that. And so I'm redoing like even the hallway, the primary bedroom, the living room. So look out for a home series to come. And oh, also, I cannot forget to mention, look out for my two ebooks that I just dropped because one of them is called 3D Me, and another one is called Matcha Body Toolkit. One of them, the Matcha Body Toolkit, is all about how I lost over 90 pounds over the last few years. And the other
Yes.
one spilled all the tea, did not have weight loss surgery, did not take any GLP-1s, Zipazides, Ozempics, none of that. Naturally lost it and in a healthy way. I don't like the unhealthy way. And then the other one is 3D Me, and it has all of the tips, tools, and all of the techniques for content creation. It's all about becoming a whole woman, a whole well-rounded woman. So a woman who is um good with herself, so very grounded in herself and has come to accept herself, but also is good with relationships, so not only just friends and romantically but family, networking, relationships, things of that nature. And then the third dimension is a woman that gets paid, so her money is good as well. So we're talking about becoming a well-rounded woman with a
Yeah.
good community and a good support system, and also then how we can get this money. So those are those are the things you can look out for. They're already linked, they're already done. I have been sitting on this passion for like 8 months. It had a whole different name. It was actually supposed to be Corporate and Creative Academy. It was supposed to be like a whole thing teaching you how to like work a corporate job while being a content creator. I kind of like let that go because I wasn't corporate anymore at this point. And so I was like, okay, what's something a little bit more all inclusive, And so 3D Me was born. And
Nice.
please, please, please support you guys. And I pray that it blesses you. Anybody who picks it up and supports me, I pray that it changes your life in the best, most beautiful way.
Yes, support your girl, and I gotta look out for that too. All of that, from the content, from the ebooks, I gotta look out for all of that as well. Yes, thank you so much, LuxxShari.
Of
Please tell everyone
course.
how they can connect with you through Instagram, your website, all of that before we wrap up.
Yes, so everything is luxury, LuxX, and then my name Shari, SHARI. On Instagram, it's luxury underscore. My website is luxury.com. On YouTube, because I am a YouTube girly, I'm a vlogger. I post consistently. So if you like to watch YouTube vlogs, check me out. That's also luxury, but no underscore, just luxury. And so it's luxury on everything.
Yes, thank you again. It was amazing
Yes.
speaking with you. You have a great evening.
Thank you, you too. Bye, y'all.